CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman along with next weather meteorologist Dave Warren. Things are winding down.
They barely got wound up today, so
That's
a little
good.
calmer, nice little break, right? If you're out this evening, though, we can't rule out a stray shower. Overall, the showers and storms that have worked their way through the area, they're trying to push to the interior and move out of the area here. We have been tracking everything with our next weather radar, and the activity is pretty much inland. Now a stray showers trying to redevelop here, one or two over the metro areas here. You can't rule out an isolated shower, but overall the rain chances will keep them pretty low here for the rest of the evening. Activity off the coast trying to hold together, but as things heat up today, you often get those inland showers and storms taking away the activity that's off the coast. That reverses itself here overnight tonight. Here it is, our next weather rain tracker, picking up the activity where it is now, and again an isolated shower right over the inland areas here. Now we'll keep a few showers around, maybe trying to redevelop one or two here right along the inland areas here, but they do push to the interior, and that's about a 10% chance here over the next few hours. Temperatures have rebounded a bit. They've climbed into the upper 80s. It'll be a warm one this evening. That will slowly drop into the mid to low 80s here overnight tonight. Again, well, 10% rain chances in the forecast, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight. Should be relatively quiet overnight tonight before another round of showers comes into the area tomorrow. Watching this area of low pressure moving across the peninsula, emerging into the Gulf, taking away that flood threat which has been pushed up to the north here today, and then we'll start to get isolated showers and storms in the forecast. The moisture moves out, the breeze turns a bit to the southeast. Those are lower rain chances here by the end of the week. Could wake up to a few showers around tomorrow morning, though. There they go, they push through the area and they're working their way through again. Now this is in the morning there, right about 5, 6 o'clock, and then they do try to push inland. There's a bit stronger breeze from the southeast, but we're keeping rain chances right at about 50%. Highest right in the middle of the day. By the afternoon, all the activity does move to the interior here, and we'll wind things down in the evening. Tomorrow, we'll see those temperatures climb into the mid 80s, maybe the upper 80s, but with the showers around in the morning, it'll be tough to really push into the upper 80s. Might get there briefly before we cool things down. Highest rain chance right at noon, and gradually tapering off 3 to 6 o'clock there in the evening. Again, that area of low pressure that we're watching just to the north is moving across the Florida Peninsula. It is right there, and as it does emerge into the Gulf, it could develop, but it will continue to move off to the west here, well away from us here in South Florida. There's the forecast tomorrow, about 85 degrees, middle of the day. Small craft, you want to use caution. It gets a little gusty at times. There's no alerts in the Keys. The next weather 7-day forecast will have temperatures hovering right about 90 degrees as we lower the rain chances by the end of the week, the start of the weekend, pushing them up just a bit Monday and Tuesday next week.
Dave, thank you. We are in hurricane season, and the Next Weather team is making sure you are prepared. Just scan the QR code to find all the tools you need to help you get ready. You can also find our 1-hour special. It has important information for you and your family this hurricane season. Just go to cbsmiami.com. A Fort Lauderdale police officer was hurt trying to rescue a dog trapped in a burning apartment. It was a chaotic scene this morning in the 700 block of Northwest 12th Terrace. CBS News Miami's Maribel Rodriguez spoke with its grateful owner and learned the officer is going to be okay and the dog is too.
Well, it was quite the morning for this family here in Fort Lauderdale after a fire breaks out in their apartment. We did speak with the mom who was not home. She was actually working when the fire started, but did tell us it was her 2 teenage children that were inside that apartment when the fire started, along with their dog, Rocky. Now, according to Fort Lauderdale Fire, it was a Fort Lauderdale police officer who first arrived on the scene. The 2 children were already outside, but their dog was still inside that burning apartment. The officer rushed in to try to save Rocky, but unfortunately she was overcome by smoke and had to get out. Moments later, fire crews did arrive. They put the fire out and rescued Rocky. We spoke with the mom, who did not want to show her face, but did tell us about the terrifying call she received this morning.
All I heard was my daughter screaming, saying, "The house is on fire, the house is on fire." So I'm like, "Did you guys call 911? What happened? What's going on?" It's like, "The house is on fire, we can't find the dog." Yeah. I'm just grateful everybody's good, everybody's alive, and the dog is alive, because they was really worried about the dog.
And there is Rocky with firefighters after he was rescued. Fortunately, he is okay. They do tell us they will be taking him to the vet as a precaution. The children are also doing fine. Now, the Red Cross is here assisting the family. The apartment did not sustain a whole lot of damage. As for the police officer who rushed into that burning apartment, she was transported to the hospital for smoke inhalation. We are told she is expected to be okay. In Fort Lauderdale, Maribel Rodriguez, CBS News, Miami.
Crews removed pieces of a plane from a Pembroke Pines neighborhood today. It's 2 days after that small plane crashed with a family of 4 on board. And we are also seeing the gut-wrenching moment caught on camera as that plane crashed into a tree. CBS News Miami's Joan Murray spoke to a neighbor who helped rescue people from the plane.
And behind me, you see what's left of the tree. Work crews are cleaning up. That's where a pilot of a small plane crashed on Sunday evening. Now, a crane was brought in early Tuesday to pick up the wreckage, and to recap, 4 people were on board that plane, all made it out alive with only minor scrapes and bruises. The National Transportation Safety Board tells me that the wreckage is headed to a secure facility in Jacksonville, where investigators will look it over and try to figure out what caused the plane to crash. Now, so many people in this neighborhood jumped in to rescue the 4 people on board when it literally fell out of the sky. One of those people was Torres Jordan. A propeller landed in his front yard, and he tells me he's only off weekends once a month, and he thinks he was meant to be here.
Still and shocked a little bit. You know, it's not every day that a plane fall out the sky. I mean, it could have been anything. The kids could have been playing basketball, anything. But like I said, overall, you know, I'm just glad the families were safe. We was able to get them out, and it's a blessing that, you know, everybody made it out.
Now, we are under a mile from the North Perry Airport where this plane was headed. Over the past few years, there have been a lot of crashes. The mayor of Pembroke Pines was back here again. He is concerned about that. Broward County Commissioner covering this area said she's going to look into the vendors at the airport. Over 800 flights take off and land at North Perry Airport a day. She says it's really up to the FAA to monitor the pilots and training and those companies running those planes, but she is calling for a change. In Pembroke Pines, Joan Murray, CBS News, Miami.
A woman is dead after being hit by a car in Kendall. It happened on Kendall Drive near Southwest 99th Court just before midnight. Florida Highway Patrol says the woman was trying to cross the eastbound lanes of Kendall Drive. That's when she was hit. The driver remained on the scene. We are working to learn more about a crash involving a pedestrian in Miami. Police temporarily closed the road to traffic last night. This is at Northwest 37th Avenue between 1st and 3rd Streets. The video shows a walker and several other items scattered across the road. You see investigators working the scene and taking pictures, and a car with its hazard lights on parked to the side. A Miami federal prosecutor is among a group of lawyers recently fired by U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi. According to our reporting partners from the Miami Herald, they didn't provide a reason. However, we know the Justice Department has been on a mission. That's to pursue anyone who has worked on cases related to President Trump and other individuals for their roles in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. We have a consumer alert for you. Dannon announced a nationwide recall of its Yo Crunch yogurt products. It's because plastic pieces could be in the dome topper. The company says people could choke on them. The recall includes any flavor or any size with an expiration date between July and September. If you have the yogurt, throw it away or contact the company for a refund. They're back home and safe and sound. 4 SpaceX crew members splashed down off the coast of San Diego before dawn this morning. That's after a 20-day mission to the International Space Station. This country's most experienced astronaut, Peggy Whitson, led the team. The other crew members are from India, Poland, and Hungary. Axiom Space sponsored the 4 private astronaut mission to the ISS. When we come back, an all-new Miami Proud, transforming the dreams of young South Florida girls. We'll show you how the Stingrays are achieving great things on and off the field.
It's one of the biggest health and fitness apps in the world. It rates foods and beauty products, but is it accurate?
We go ahead and we scan that.
Could it help you live a healthier life? CBS News Miami puts it to the test, Wednesday at 5:30.
Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. And this week's all-new Miami Proud. The Miami Stingrays are a powerhouse in softball, transforming dreams into reality for young female athletes. The team's founders have dedicated the past 20 years to train them to compete at the state and national level, and they have helped hundreds of young women earn scholarships to colleges all across the nation. The Stingrays welcome girls as young as 8 years old and foster an environment of growth and support.
You know, we knew that once these kids started getting older, we realized now college is the next step. So now we wanted to make sure we could try to groom these girls to be prepared for college and then put them in front of the best colleges in the country and let them, you know, showcase themselves.
For me, a huge part is seeing the girls grow from, you know, just picking up a ball and glove, turning into a national elite player.
With state and national titles under their belts, the Miami Stingrays have developed athletes who have made their mark in NCAA Division I softball across the country. Get ready to play ball. This Friday, CBS Miami will air the Marlins game against the Kansas City Royals. CBS News Miami anchors Lauren Pastrana and Elliot Rodriguez are throwing out the game's first pitch. You can see Elliot here getting in some practice with his son-in-law. First pitch on Friday is at 7:10, and you can catch all the action on CBS Miami. And that does it for your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great day.